Pe- Pecan.
Pecan. We're talking about pie and Thanksgiving, but it's Black Friday now. I'm glad you guys are with us. Thanks for joining us at KARE 11 News at noon. We've got a lot to cover on this Black Friday, including what we're seeing at stores across the metro. We're also looking into new social media bans starting up just outside the U.S. and a look inside the renovated Notre Dame Cathedral before it reopens for the first time in years. But first, we got to talk about the cold. It's too cold.
Yeah, it's going to be cold for a while, but at least the sunshine is out. Temperatures, they've been chilly all morning, and we have seen the wind chill value dip below zero, even here in the metro a few times this morning. Right now, it's currently 19 degrees. We've got single-digit actual air temperatures from Wilmer up the Red River Valley right now. Not only that, but we have this pesky northwest wind that just is not really going to let up anytime soon. Northwest wind between 10 and 20 miles per hour. That will continue into Saturday. That means the wind chill, what it feels like outside, is probably going to be in the single digits all the way through most of this weekend. Look at Wilmer right now. It feels like it's 10 degrees below zero. That's cold even by January standards, but at least we have the sunshine. Here's the temperature and wind chill for today. Top number is the forecast air temperature. The bottom number is what it feels like outside. And notice we're back below zero just after sundown tonight. Temperatures will be dropping into the single digits again. A lot of ice being made on some of those lakes. And remember, we need at least 4 inches of solid, clear, what we call blue ice for it to be safe to walk on. So most lakes, it's not really safe to walk on yet, but we're getting there. Arctic sunshine all weekend. It'll be breezy through Saturday with the wind chill value kind of hanging on both sides of zero today and tomorrow. But a thaw will be arriving by the middle time of next week. We'll talk about how long those 30s will stick around coming up. Cece?
Staying inside would be a good move today. Thanks, Ben. All right, now Black Friday deals are still underway, but that didn't stop some early risers from getting in line before doors open. Michelle Beck was right alongside them early this morning at the Mall of America.
A long line of people showed up outside Mall of America this morning. Surprising given just how cold it was. Take a look at everyone bundled up in their warmest layers. The very first people to arrive told me they were waiting since 1 p.m. Thanksgiving Day. There were only a few among the record 183 million people that the National Retail Federation says are planning to shop in store and online between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday this year. The NRF also says this year holiday spending is expected to hit a record of nearly $1 trillion. So as doors opened, shoppers ran inside, many telling me they were here for this very experience.
Why is it worth it?
The thrill. There's very few things in life that hold surprises and fun excitement for, adults, or here, this is one of them.
And those who waited all those hours got to reap some giveaway prizes as well, marking a very special day of shopping. In the newsroom, Michelle Beck, KARE 11 News.
They're troopers for sure. Hey, you can also expect to see a fair amount of shoppers at Target today. Doors opened just a few hours ago. We've already seen online deals for weeks from Target, but the Minnesota-based company is hoping Taylor Swift will get people to their physical stores. She's releasing an exclusive Eras Tour book, vinyl, and CD. This year, Target is also expanding its Black Friday deals through tomorrow. But don't forget, tomorrow is also Small Business Saturday, bringing awareness to the importance of small businesses in our community. There are several events planned across the metro, including a holiday market at Minneapolis Cider Company. A heads up, if you're planning on grabbing a ride on Metro Transit today, there will be fewer routes running today for Black Friday, and you'll be paying weekend fares. Many routes will follow their Saturday schedules. Metro Transit posted all of these changes on their website. And next week, the Stone Arch Bridge is switching its closures. Starting Monday, the St. Anthony Main side of the bridge will reopen and the downtown Minneapolis side will close. The bridge is undergoing some major repairs. The downtown Minneapolis side of the bridge will be closed through next fall. Now to some other headlines this afternoon. Minneapolis police are still looking for a suspect after a Thanksgiving homicide. Chief Brian O'Hara says the deadly shooting happened just after 6 o'clock yesterday at an apartment on the 700 block of Emerson Avenue North. That's near Bethune Park. Police say a 21-year-old man was shot inside the building and he later died at the hospital. Investigators say the person who fired the gun left the scene before officers got there. Meanwhile, a Chisago County family is without their home after a fire destroyed it just one day before Thanksgiving. The fire erupted outside the back of this home in Stacy Wednesday afternoon while Justin Honkin was making lunch for his kids. He says his daughter spotted the flames and he jumped into action, getting his 2 children and 2 dogs out. By the time fire crews got there, Honkin knew they'd lost all their belongings.
So my dad's ashes were in there, you know, kids' homework that they were so proud of to bring home, you know.
Yeah.
Her motorcycles are unrecognizable. Then hers was right behind it.
Pictures of my kids, their whole lives, everything.
Oh, just heartbreaking. Investigators still don't know how the fire started. We have a link to fundraisers helping the family rebuild in this story on KARE11.com. In world news today, 2 new social media bans are going into effect. The most significant one comes from Australia, where having social media is now against the law for anyone under 16 years old. Amy Kiley has the details.
Parents everywhere are worried sick.
Efforts to protect children from the dangers of social media are ramping up. Australia is now the first country in the world to ban users under the age of 16. Its new law will fine companies that don't take, quote, reasonable steps to enforce the restriction.
I think this Australia law could be really instructive for many other parts of the world who are looking at how to address this issue.
Passage of the law follows several high-profile youth suicides.
I think this is a really brave, bold step. Our children are not the product. They're not something that can be manipulated.
Critics point out some children and teens use social media to connect with support systems. Others say tech companies don't have the tools to enforce the law.
Initially, there was going to be a trial of so-called age verification software in Australia, which piqued my interest because, to my knowledge, none of that actually exists.
The Australia ban comes as TikTok says it's restricting how minors use beauty filters. A lawsuit from 14 U.S. attorneys general alleges they encourage unhealthy comparisons.
That platform provides users with filters and effects that can be used to dramatically alter one's appearance and foster unrealistic beauty standards. This is particularly harmful to the platform's users, especially young girls.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
We've got numbers in today on how many people took to the skies on Thanksgiving. The TSA says it screened more than 1.5 million people yesterday. That's up from last year. Many of them were dealing with rain and snow for the holiday, but others will face frigid temps on their way home. From this past Tuesday through Monday, TSA expects to screen 18 million people. And for the first time, we're getting a look inside the Notre Dame Cathedral after a devastating fire 5 years ago. Thanks to a massive restoration project, it's expected to reopen next week. Today, France's president got a tour of the inside, including priceless relics and sculptures that were saved from the flames. Reopening ceremonies are set to start a week after tomorrow. Back in the States, if you were one of millions of people who tuned into the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, you may have spotted Rosemount High School senior Noah Carlson. He plays the mellophone in his school's marching band and was selected to be a part of Macy's Great American Marching Band. It's made up of high school students from around the country. Carlson said he auditioned in January and found out he was selected in May. He said he got the music a week in advance, but the band only had 4 rehearsals altogether.
It was cool to see, people lean over to their parents or be like, oh my gosh, they're playing Happy, I know this song, or like they'll start clapping or they'll start leaning from side to side or whatever. And I thought that was kind of cool, maybe smile a little bit.
Hey, go Irish. Carlson said he had to be ready to go at 2 in the morning. By the end of the day, he says everyone in the band was soaked, but they all had a good time.